welcome into this episode of Talking with Teg. I'm your host, TWT. This is my channel, Integrity Touchdowns. And today we're going to be going over exactly why Dak Prescott is back. Yeah, you heard me. He definitely is. If you don't want to hear that, this is probably the time to get off of this video. Nothing wrong with liking Joe Milton as your backup. There's nothing wrong with, imagining what would happen if we dropped low enough in the draft that we could go and get Arch Manning and all the possibilities. I don't think Dak's going to let that happen. I don't think Dak and Brian Schottenheimer are going to let that happen one bit. And we're going to go over that. Just to remind you, all of these are based off of my opinion of being a Dallas Cowboys fan for almost 25 years. It's my opinion. It doesn't have to be your opinion. I totally understand you may have a very different one. A couple of things that you can do with those opinions. Number one, mainly first and foremost, go ahead and drop that in the comment section if you have anything that you'd like to say about this video. Good, bad, what you thought you would do different, whatever have you. The other alternative is go ahead and start your own YouTube channel. Speaking of that, if you plan on starting your own YouTube channel, why don't you go to evolvethebrand.com. Evolvethebrand.com. Say it again. evolvethebrand.com. Now, the reason that we're going to go to evolvethebrand.com is that you don't have a cookie cutter social media. You don't have a cookie cutter small business. So why would you have a cookie cutter website? It doesn't make sense, does it? No, it wouldn't. If you go to evolvethebrand.com or you call 713-320-5617, what he's going to do is go ahead and take your call. He's going to give you a free consultation. He's going to listen to anything that you'd like to do with your social medias, small business website, one-stop shop for any of that, whether it's security, setting it up, creating the page for you. You go ahead and call him, and he's going to hook you up. So if you go to evolvethebrand.com and you mention that you spoke with TD what he's going to do is not only give you that free consultation, he's also going to take off 10% of whatever you would like to do with him. That's enough of that, though. Let's get back on subject. Let's talk some Dak Prescott. Now, there's a few things that's happened this offseason. If you're not caught up, I'll go ahead and catch you up real quick. Mike McCarthy left, and Mike McCarthy is a big reason that this offense was not humming like it used to. He really had a lack of desire to want to learn anything about being a new coach. He was 1 foot out looking at the lake house for retirement. And that meant he didn't really want to do anything to help Dak and this offense out. That's exactly how Brian Schottenheimer got his job. Brian Schottenheimer, our new head coach, essentially went up to Jerry Jones and said, "This is what Mike's doing wrong. This is what Mike's doing wrong. And this is what I would do to do it right." Now, that's exactly the point that we're at right now, is that Dak is tied to the hip with Brian Schottenheimer. There really is no way to differentiate either one of them at this point because their careers need each other right now. Brian Schottenheimer's never been a head coach in this league, but he's been an assistant coach for 30 years in this league. His dad was a coach. This is his first head coaching job. And he got that because he said, I can take Dak Prescott and I can take the roster that you have. If you give me just a few things, I can get you where you want to go. That's really exciting. That's really exciting for me. What that means is he is building this offense around Dak. And I've got plenty of evidence pointing to and indicating exactly that. So, main evidence number one. We have made a trade. We made a trade, people. A big trade. We probably got the number one off-season acquisition this entire year. And that's George Pickens. Now, there's a lot of reasons why they went and they got George Pickens. It could be the draft capital. We got him for a 3 and a 5. It could be the amount that he's an amazing talent that has not been able to develop where he's at. That's why they were willing to trade him. Despite all the character issues that everybody was trying to say about George Pickens, he was traded because he did not produce in Pittsburgh. The reason that he didn't produce in Pittsburgh is they don't have any quarterbacks in Pittsburgh. They had a guy he showed up one day and he was like, hey, do you guys have chicken fried steak? And they said, put on this jersey and throw this football to George Pickens. Do it now. And then he got the job. And that's what he's been working with his entire career. Is some guy who showed up and they wanted fried chicken, fried steak, fried. They wanted some gravy on their breakfast, and they went, throw this football. Throw this football specifically to George Pickens. That's it. That's your whole job. I'll give you all the chicken fried steak you want. That's what happened. So we ended up getting George Pickens. Now, if you're out on George Pickens, he's got character issues, whatever have you. I don't believe that at all. I believe that was a marketing campaign. George Pickens has been an immaculate teammate since he's been here. And I don't think it's a coincidence that they went out and specifically got George Pickens, the player. And the reason that I say that is George Pickens was brought here to show you who Dak is. Now, everybody's questioning who Dak is. I don't get why. You'll be the next in a long line of people who tried to leave Dak out and was not able to. Since Dak's been in the league, being a 4th round pick, being behind Tony Romo, he's been counted out. Nobody's believed in him. I've seen it every step of the way since. It doesn't matter what he does. He can have a phenomenal rookie year, go 13-3, have a shootout with Aaron Rodgers in the playoffs his rookie year, and almost win the whole thing. That doesn't matter. Dak ain't good, right? He can get second team All-Pro, which means he's second in line for the MVP that year, behind Pat Mahomes, right? And he's no good. He's just not good enough. He's not good enough, guys. And now everybody's saying, well, he gets hurt too much. He gets hurt too much and he can't throw the ball. Dink and Dak, even when he's on the field, can't throw the ball. I don't know when they're going to run out of new ways to move the goalposts, or when they'll finally admit they'll never admit that they were wrong about him. But, between us girls, let's go ahead and just let's admit that Dak Prescott he's better than your quarterback. If you're not a Dallas Cowboys fan, and that might hurt your feelings, but we can go stat by stat. We can go career, however you want to do it. I could break it down. I could show you Dak's a lot better than you might think. Dak is a top 5 quarterback. And he's about to show you. The reason that we specifically went and got George Pickens is because Dak Prescott is one of, if not the best, deep ball throwers in the entire league. The whole league. He's the best. It doesn't get better. Pat Mahomes doesn't throw it better downfield. Josh Allen doesn't throw it better downfield. They don't. Statistically, Dak is your best deep ball passer. You're a liar. Yeah, I know. I'm a liar. Nope. You can pull it up yourself. That's why we went and got George Pickens, is because George Pickens is statistically the best deep ball receiver in the entire league. That's why he's here. That's why he's here. It's because you're going to have CD eating up the middle, inside the numbers. You're going to have George Pickens dominating outside of the numbers, going deep, saying, just throw it up. He's like a Dez Bryant Jr. That's the type of talent that we're talking about, this guy. If you remember Dez Bryant, this is like a little Dez. He'll go up, he'll get it. It's a one-man cold. He's the only one catching it. He's the only one coming down with it. It's an exciting time. It's an exciting time for me as a Cowboys fan, because I've been waiting for a trade like that probably since the Amari Cooper trade. It shows me that they're serious. They wouldn't have traded for George Pickens if they weren't serious about winning this year. Now, I don't know if we're going to go to a Super Bowl. I don't know if we're going to go to an NFC championship game. I have no clue. I'm Cowboys fan for 25 years. I've never even seen an NFC championship game. But what I will tell you is that they're making the right moves to do it. And that's exciting. That is very exciting. So, that's exactly why I think Dak Prescott is back this year. Once again, if you don't want to hear that, that really sucks. Go ahead, call me a liar. Tell me down in the comments how I don't know about football and everything else. Dak's coming off of injuries, just tore his hamstring off the bone and everything else. There's no way he could be good, Teg. Go ahead, tell me that. You'd be like, Teg, tell me how bad he is. I can't do it. Look up the stats. But Teg, he hasn't won a playoff game. Well, he's 2-4 in the playoffs. Do you know who else is 2-4 in the playoffs? Lamar Jackson. You hear anybody talking about Lamar Jackson like this? I don't think you do. It's probably because he's not the Cowboys quarterback, right? He's the Ravens quarterback. He can do whatever he wants, get all the praise for it. Not if you're the Cowboys quarterback. So, go ahead and tell me what you think. This is kind of my first segment piece. Had a lot of fun doing this. This is pretty great. Let me know in the comments down below if there's anything that you want me to go over, or just anything. Leave me something in the comments. Let me know how I'm doing. Help a brother out. This has been Talking with Teg. I'm your host, TWT. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, share. Let me know. Let me know what you want to hear. Let me know what you want me to do. And I will see you next time on Talkin' Teg. TD Teg out.